Hello everyone, my name is AZZATRU, how are you, and welcome to another Star Wars Battlefront 2 video of mine. In this video I am going to be talking about Jetpack Cargo, giving you my thoughts and opinions on it, as well as showcasing some gameplay that I got just about an hour ago. It's not going to be great, but it's going to be okay, and I'm going to be talking about what I do and don't like about it. Not much in depth because I've not had time to really put a lot of time into the mode itself, but just give you a first couple of accounts on my first few games, because I'm sure most of you will have played it by now, but a lot of you have been asking in the comments and on Twitter what my thoughts are, so I thought I'd just make it into a video. And I also am going to be talking about some news regarding Arcade in just a moment, but the reason why I'm making this video more importantly is because I was recording an Exploring Star Wars Battlefront 2 video, more specifically Camino, because that was by far the most popular voted in the last video. And then I had a power cut. I was like 30 minutes into the recording session. I wasn't far from completing it, but the power cut lasted about 10 minutes, and then there was just not enough time to re-record everything and then edit it all for the time it needs to be out. So I thought, okay, a lot of people are asking about Jetpack Cargo, let me make a video about it, because that's really easy to just to get on, play some of it, and then get a game. So that's what I'm doing. So look out for Exploring Camino in the coming days. It might come tomorrow, depending if I record it tomorrow. If not, it's probably going to be out Friday. But again, don't quote me on that. I just am going to assume I'm going to film it on Friday and get it up Friday night. But before we talk about Jetpack Cargo, because that's going to be the main topic of this video, I want to talk about Arcade. So Peter, who designed the crate map and has been working on Arcade stuff, has said this: by the way, more things will come for Arcade one step at a time. So this was posted on the forums today, and of course it gives no specifics of what that could be, but now we have all of the maps. Maybe he's hinting towards that bigger mode that we know is coming. Dennis did talk about it a couple of weeks ago. It's coming, we just don't know when. So now we have all of the maps in Arcade. I think it's going to be a natural progression of building on top of other stuff, because we've got everything that is pretty basic in Arcade pretty much now. So now it's probably time to add more modes, I would assume, now there's all the maps there. But now let's talk about Jetpack Cargo, which you are watching on screen right now. So before this mode came out, a lot of people were very hateful towards this mode. People were like, this does not sound fun at all. And after its release, not long after the patch dropped, I saw very few bad things and lots of positivity about this mode. People want it extended for the duration it's in the game, and I was surprised about that. Now, I'm going to give my thoughts, and my personal thoughts are, it's awesome, it's different, it's not a traditional Battlefront mode, it's not like it's something we've played before, because although we've all played Cargo, it was quite a slow game mode sometimes, even though he was constantly running. But with the ability of jetpacks being enabled for everyone, and how star cards don't have an effect on your ability to play the game, which I was surprised about, and I'm glad that's happened. I just am kind of annoyed that I spent so many points on upgrading my aerial class, but that's besides the point. That's quite a selfish point of view. I am really happy that there is two classes that everyone has access to. No one has an advantage other than just learning the controls of the jetpack. You can do some really cool tricks and moves with the jetpack if you know what you're doing. I feel like there needs to be another map or so to keep this mode fresh, because with the fact that there's loads of buildings in Mos Eisley, it's just really repetitive to play on the same map. Yes, we get a nighttime version, that looks cool, and yes, we get a daytime version, and that looks cool as well, but playing on the same map over and over again, just colliding with building after building, is getting a little bit stale already, and that was what I was afraid of. But thankfully the mode is still fun. And I just want to give a special shout out to Gustav, who works at DICE, who's this mode was his idea, basically. He's done a phenomenal job on putting this together, and it's just a shame we did not get it earlier. And fingers crossed we get modes like this more frequently. That is what the game needs. And just to talk about gameplay in this, I feel like the hit registration with the rockets is just not there. That needs improving, but the gameplay of the mechanics of flying across as fast as you can, delivering the cargo is fantastic. I said this on Twitter yesterday, it reminds me so much like Titanfall CTF because you're constantly just bouncing and wall running and jumping to get that flag and then bring it back again. And that is what I really do like about this game mode because you're constantly on the move and it's just fast-paced action. It's the fastest Battlefront mode we've ever had and it's so unique. And I'd love to see modes where you do have this ability all the time, but it's a different take on another mode, for example. Maybe Blast with all jetpacks and certain locked classes. You know, how fun would that be? Potentially in a inside map. So even though you have jetpacks, you can be inside. There's a lot of things they could be doing, and I just hope it's more frequent and just as fun, if not more fun. I feel like the time it takes to deliver the cargo, so when you're in the zone and you're letting it do that timer that pops up, I feel like that should be a little bit quicker, or at least, you know, shorter, whatever you want to say. I just don't feel like it's right at the moment because I've died so many times with the cargo. I'm clear there's no enemies around me and they just jetpack over and blast me because there's 5 of them and no one on my team that will help me out. Overall, this is a really positive addition to Star Wars Battlefront 2. It could have done with it being out a month ago, but if we get more modes regularly like this, then I'm gonna be happy. I've been really interested in your thoughts on Jetpack Cargo. Use the comment section below. Some people did agree with me that it did feel quite like Titanfall 2 CTF, so, you know, if you agree with me, let me know in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, I'd really appreciate that. And I don't really know what video is coming out tomorrow. It might be Exploring Camino, it might not be, but we'll see. And if you missed any of the 2 previous videos on screen, go check them out, and I shall see you all in my next Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. Goodbye.